Okay, so method 2 of dividing polynomials by their factors is called synthetic division. So with this, the key thing to note is that normally we need this to have a 1 there, okay, coefficient of 1. That's when it's easier. It's also possible to do it if this is not 1, but then it becomes very complicated as you have to divide with fractions and all. Normally, a well-meaning lecturer will not ask you to go through that. They'll just need to check that you know the method. So here we have these two polynomials, this one and that one, and then they've asked us to divide by this one here, or that one for the first one. So when it comes to synthetic division, remember we are going to focus on collection of the coefficients. Okay, so this is the first equation that they've asked us to work on. Now, what is important here is to first get this factor and rearrange it. So here we're going to say, x is equal to 3, okay, by equating this to 0, right? And then what will be the next step? The next step here will be to arrange this into a structure that will allow us to do synthetic division. So here, I'm getting this 3 to start off. I'll write it like 3 here. Then I'm going to put a structure like this. Could be just the way you want it. And then we are going to collect the coefficients, okay? So this is going to be 2x3, okay? Now remember, this is power that's coming from the number of terms. So the number of terms are going to be n, okay? So now this will be n minus 1, this one here, right? So it means that we need 4 terms here. So we have 2x3, whereas this one here is okay. Okay, this one is okay. We're collecting just the coefficients. Here we're going to have minus 7. Then we check, is there anything missing in between these two? Yes, there is. So we need to put 0 there. Okay. Is there anything missing here? No. So this is the full one. So now 1, 2, 3, 4 terms, n minus 1 gives us 3. That's correct, okay? Then the next thing we do is we create, again, another line here. Okay, this is the easiest, but you can do, even you can just do one line here, one line. That's fine. So here we do this arrangement. Now, the secret here is to understand that this term, okay, comes down like that. So why does it come down? It's because we're dividing this 1. Remember I said that we focus on ensuring that we have 1 here. So when you divide here, right, when you divide here, it gives you the value of 1 into 2 gives you 2. So this will always start with a 1, okay, with the first coefficient, which is 2, right? Then the next step that we do is that we're going to multiply this with that, right? And then this product of that multiplication will come and be here, right? So 2 times 6 is going to be a 6. 2 times 3 is going to be a 6. But they both have positives, so we're going to keep that positive. The next is we're going to add everything here, okay? So in that fashion. So this and that, like this and that, downwards, everything now is going to be plus. So this is going to be minus 1. And then again, we're going to come back here, multiply these 2. And then the answer we're going to put here. Okay, the product is going to be here. So the product, if we send it this side, it's going to be minus 3, right? because that was -1, so this will be -3. Again, we're going to come down here and add these two, so we get -3, right? The next step that we do is, again, we come back to this guy here, and we're going to multiply with this sum here. Okay, so that's multiplication. Again, the product will come here. So what's the product? -2, or -3 times -3 times -3, we get -9, right? And then again, down here, we're going to add this. So this gives us -4, like that. So that's the movement. Now remember, we've divided. So we're going to start off with this is, remember, this is x3 here. So it's not the same here. It's going to be -1. So this is going to be x2. This is going to be x1. This is x0. And then this will be the remainder. So our resultant, or a quotient here, is going to be with the coefficients. It's going to be 2x squared minus, okay, x minus 3, then we have remainder -4, and we can express these in terms of the partial fraction. So our partial fraction will be 2x squared minus x minus 3 plus, now because it will be a partial fraction, -4 over the divisor, which is x minus 3. So here again, we look at the polynomial, and then we're dividing it by this factor here. Okay, so now, again, we're just going to say that x minus 4 equal to 0, x is equal to 4. Never do these things in the mind, because it can bring and divide by maybe a -4. So you have to make sure you express it fully. Right, so here we are saying that we're going to use 4, and the first step that we do is we create this, and then we collect nicely all these coefficients. So we have 6 here with their signs, we have -26, and then we have 12 there, which is same as +12. Right, so like we say, this is x squared here, this is x1, and then that's x0. So now that's for the top polynomial, right? Then we can do this one here, okay? And like we said, we are assuming that we're dividing by coefficient of 1, so that would be a 6 there. So it comes down without questions. But again, you have to be careful here. This is x1. It's not x2. We always have to put these maybe just as a reminder. They're different. This is x1. This one will be this is x2. This one will be x1. Right? So now what do? We are going to multiply this and that. So like we said, this comes here. You don't have to show these. I'm just showing for learning purposes. Then your product comes here. Okay, so that will be 24. And we say that everything here adds. Put a big addition sign there. So here, -26 plus 24, that's -2. Right? Then we're going to multiply this with the bottom part here. Okay? And then our product comes in. So what's our product? Our product is -8. Again, we're adding everything to the top part. So here we have 4. Right? If this is x1, this will be x0. And what will this one be? Okay. This one will not have anything because we don't have x minus 1. So this is clearly now a remainder. So now we write this, the quotient So the result is going to be x6 x1 minus 2 x0, like this, which is the same as, we can say now maybe like this, remainder 4. So then this is 6x minus 2, remainder 4. And for, again, advanced mathematics, this will be 6x minus 2 plus, okay, 4 over x minus 4. So you've expressed this whole fraction here as a partial fraction here. Okay, or you have found the quotient here. So this is the quotient, and this is the partial fraction. So you can, depending on what you need to do, they can ask you to find the quotient. Your answer is going to be there. Your solution is going to be here, or this one. Or they can ask you to express this in terms of a partial fraction. Then that will be a partial fraction.